Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go.
Oh, whoops. Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. We're getting close to August, meaning that we're in Sister Wives official season 18 month. But we're just going to kind of ease our way into that. And Jody is on vacation. So I have a very special VIP guest today, my famous friend from New York, New York cabaret sensation, Robbie Rozelle. Hi, Robbie.
Cabaret.
Cabaret.
Like I'm the Countess Luann. That's all she talks about.
Ooh,
Oh, cabaret. Did you ever make it that far?
No, but I'm aware of the Countess and her cabaret singing. I'm also aware of her going to different piano bars and getting too drunk and going on stage and like singing. Her voice is an octave lower. Yeah, her octave is like her voice is an octave lower than B. Arthur's, I think. Yeah,
she's a solid bass. Bass.
Like when men enact her voice, you have to like lower your voice.
Yeah, it's very much code switching even for me. Just oh darling.
So Robbie, tell us everything about yourself, anything you want to promote, and then we'll give you a chance at the end as well.
Oh geez. Hi, I'm Robbie. I do some stuff. I've done some stuff with Amanda. And I just got off of a cruise. I was in Alaska and what is that? British Columbia, I guess, for a week, and I literally got back yesterday, and here I am, and I have a new single out, which is pretty good. Called,
I have a picture here.
Yeah.
Look at that handsome devil.
Look at those eyes.
Oh my goodness.
It's touched.
Oh, look at those eyes. That's terrible. And you also design album covers for Broadway.
Yeah, sure. So I work for a company called Broadway Records. All opinions are my own on this pod.
Of course.
But I work for Broadway Records, and part of the job is designing cast albums and solo albums, and also producing them. So that's fun and exhausting. You can see the bags like right here. It's great.
Oh, we all got them, baby. It's Sunday morning. No one's expecting anyone to look good. And then you also do a whole bunch of cabaret singing, and you went to London last year. Like now you're an international cabaret sensation.
Because of that one gig.
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
You come to Canada even more.
I keep trying. Listen, if you can get me booked in but where are you? Are you in like the cold? I don't know.
I'm in Calgary. Well, we do have summer months. It's not
okay.
It's not just cold. I don't live in none of it.
I mean, to be fair, I was just, like I said, in Alaska, and it was 70. So
yeah,
great. Let's get me booked up where you are. I feel like threes of people will come and hear my stupid stories and songs.
I could easily get you in the theater here.
Mandisha here in the chat asks a question and says, how do I feel about crabs as pets? I feel...
Did you get this reference?
I don't, but you know what?
There's a crab called Howie the Crab that is on TikTok.
Oh.
I wonder if I have any pictures of it. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can change my avatar. Yes, I can.
I feel like a crab as a pet, not a solid idea. Oh.
This crab, see how I have it on my avatar here?
I do, yeah.
Her name is Howie the Crab, and she's famous on TikTok. And Jody is so triggered by it because she's like, that thing needs to be like dropped in a pot of boiling water and eaten.
Yes.
But
yes,
I'm obsessed with it.
I would enjoy it as a cake.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would enjoy it, deep fried with a bun.
Yeah, on like a bow.
Yes. Ooh. Oh.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Now I want some bow.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Go Howie, go Howie." You know what? Live your life.
Howie's coming up to molting season again, guys. Last year, Robbie, like 2,000 people watched this crab molt for like 2 hours, and I was one of them.
My husband and I were driving the Pacific Coast Highway one year, and we started in San Francisco and worked our way to LA. And we stopped off at this one spot to like just look at the ocean, and it was molting season for all these seals. So they were all just laying there like big, just like a lot of Tootsie Rolls, right? As they were rubbing against each other to just like molt. Gross.
I didn't know that seals molted.
Yeah.
So their skin comes off? They like shed their skin?
They shed like a full layer.
Well, I didn't know that.
Anything that's that salty.
I guess it'll slip right off, right? Sure.
Just like a peel. Great.
Yeah. Let me go quickly through what I have coming up this week.
Please.
And then we'll get into our hot topics and what are we watching. Okay, so this week, I hate when Jody's not here and I have to do all this by myself. Okay, so this week on We Love to Hate TV, we have, for our Sister Wives content, we got The Tell-All with Tamron Hall. And here's a picture of that. Boom! Look how I'm managing this. Now, in this episode, a couple episodes ago, if anyone remembers, I took this happens pretty much every episode, but I took like a diarrhea break, as one does. But I was like, I'll edit it out, don't worry. And of course, I forgot. So for this upcoming episode, there is another one that I have not edited out yet. So if anyone, and I'm putting it up tomorrow, if anyone wants to just send me a message or a text sometime tonight or tomorrow morning, just saying, hey, Amanda, remember to edit out your poop break, that would be so nice. Because y'all got to hear it last time. Y'all got your nifty gift last time.
You really are a giver.
I mean, it's all out there on the table. And then, I know, for our TRP and for Tier 1, we're doing an episode of John and Kate +8. And do you ever watch that show, Robbie?
Back when it was on, I remember it with the hair. Yeah. The
Karen, the original Karen. Now, who do you think Karen? Who's the villain there?
John.
Who is the villain? John. Okay. John. Well, I've only seen a few episodes, but
who's the villain? Did you?
If you want the villain, you got it.
Oh, pencil. Oh, I can't. I'm so glad she's gone.
I know. I'm so glad she's gone, Diana. And Chip from Beast, we call him.
Chip from Beast. Wait, yes, you used to text me and you'd be like, what's he been in on Broadway?
Nothing. Nothing. He did a national tour anyway. So that's fun. Beast. And that's it. Oh, and then also on, let's see here, we got on Amanda Loves to Hate Teen Mom. We're doing one of my favorite things, but it's one of the harder things to take notes on because it's not sections, it's just linear. But it's the mid-season check-in with fuckface Dr. Drew. And I found the smuggest picture I could of him. And this is such a funny episode because Ryan, he's trying so hard to get a rise out of Ryan, and Ryan could give two shits. And Dr. Drew is getting so hot under the cover because he's like trying so hard to like break Ryan and he can't, and I love it. And then Matt Bea has his first time on national TV with Dr. Drew, and he's making the best of it. So that'll come out tonight.
What a dream. Edit out your poop break.
Guys, please don't not message me just because it'll be funny if I leave it in. Just please, somebody remind me. I even have an alarm set on my phone. But so that's it for what we got coming up this week. And obviously, as usual, smash that like. We want this algorithm to skyrocket, and we want people to be here for when Sister Wives starts again.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie, I would like to hear about this Playbill cruise that you just went on.
Yeah, let me tell you all about it.
All
So
right.
here's the thing. Have you ever been on a cruise?
No, I don't go on open water.
That scans. I have never been on a cruise either. And I was invited. My husband works for Playbill and was doing all the concerts on the cruise because they grab like a bunch of Broadway talent and shove them on the cruise with normies who pay so much money to sail, and like they do concerts every night and excursions during the day. And
Now, what is the Broadway talent? Like, what level are we talking here?
Brian Stokes Mitchell, LaShawns, Kate
Wow!
Baldwin, Jessica Vosk, John Lloyd Young, and there was a sixth one, Rob McClure. So,
Holy shit, that's impressive. They must
yeah,
get paid a
listen,
shit ton for that.
it's also like the playbill. You know, like if somebody's doing a cruise, if it's playbill, it's that name, right? It's
Yeah.
that, yeah. So they have like the deep Rolodex where they can get the good people. I know Audra's done them. Like a ton of like stars with awards have done them.
And I guess it's only like a week-long cruise that they have to commit to. It's not like they're
Yeah.
committing to a whole season.
And they fly them out, they put them up, they do the whole thing, right?
Impressive.
It was a ship called the Seabourn Odyssey, and apparently it was like the Rolls Royce of cruises, which I've again never been on one. And from the minute we walked on, and there was just like champagne in the room, and there was just stuff. They kept feeding us. I gained 10 pounds.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do on a cruise.
Yeah, I guess.
And it's free alcohol, I assume. I mean, I would hope.
Top shelf around the clock. And like we get there, our sort of housekeeping people like knock on the door, you know, and they say, hey, if there's any kind of liquor you want in your cabin, just let us know and we'll stock it for you. And so we were like, yeah, let's get some minibar bottles. Why not? And so like I chose Jack, and Len chose a vodka, and they brought liter bottles. Liter, I never touched them because everything was all you can the whole time.
Yeah.
Guys, I was, let's say, pleasantly inebriated from 10 o'clock on every day.
Good. It's nice to just have a nice steady buzz.
And you should, yes. And I was never too, like I never got too drunk. It was just always there. Around halfway through, you sort of hit the wall, and
but then you just got to re-up.
Well, I found somebody on board who had gummies. Right. And so because, you know, it was a 4-hour time difference because I'm in New York, everybody. Right. So like we flew to Seattle and then Seattle to Alaska, and we were 4 hours behind. Like that jet lag hit, and I found a gummy. I slept. I woke up. We were between mountains. Oh my God, I saw a glacier. I held glacier ice. It was cool as fuck.
And you get drunker up there because the elevation's so high.
Yeah. And like the moon is so low. Also, like, how many hours of sunlight do you have a day?
In Calgary?
Yeah.
Like 5 a.m. until 9:30 p.m.
Yeah. The sun wasn't going down. And I was like, what? It's enough to play with your brain. Anyway,
I really hate it. Justine is saying, please don't be too hard on my girl Ariana today, because we're going to talk about Ethan. We're going to be probably harder on Ethan Slater. Don't worry.
Could be both.
Could be both.
You know, it takes two.
Yeah, I know it does. It does. But you had fun, and now you're back.
Great time, yeah. And now we're back. Lord knows we've been sleeping. And I literally jumped up. I got out of bed and jumped on this call for you.
Love it. And you're wearing your Babs t-shirt.
I am wearing a Streisand in Funny Girl t-shirt because I know how much you love the Babs. Streisand. She'll tell you.
Streisand is Fanny.
Yeah. So she's
actually
Fanny.
Jewish. Yeah. Love when that happens. But I'm also another like flex. I feel that well, you know, like a ton of famous people, but my favorite famous person that you're like friends with is Liz Calloway.
My friend, yeah.
Yeah, so, she wrote the nanny theme, or she sung the nanny theme?
Her sister wrote and sang
the nanny theme adjacent.
She sings the backups on it. So she's like, watch out, CC. Right.
God, that is so cool. Watch out, Cece.
I love it so much.
best.
I love the fucking nanny so much. Yeah, she's also the voice of Anastasia in the film. I mean, she's an icon. And
she's the original Ellen in Miss Saigon.
Say that. Yeah. She also sang Memory on Broadway for 5 years. Memory.
That's the time where I use the bathroom during the show.
Sure. Oh, well, you got 4.5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You come back and it's still the same still verse
going.
playing. Yeah.
Vaguely, we might have modulated.
Yeah. From like an F to a G.
Yep.
Calm down, everyone. It's not that high.
One step. Right.
We got Diana. Greetings from Alaska.
Diana, I was just there in Juneau.
Yeah.
Had some
Too much
oysters the
sunlight,
size of my
Robbie
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much sunlight. Too much.
Now everyone's talking about Ariana. Now we're not talking about Vanderpump Ariana. We're talking about Ariana Grande because I mean, of any person I want to talk about this this scandal.
Yes.
It's just so funny because now the world is learning about SpongeBob. And I'm like,
Little
didn't everyone know
Slater.
that's it's just so funny no one knew who that was. Really quickly, I was at the lake this week with my Auntie Debbie and Walter. And here's some pictures of the dogs that I got hung. There's a Dalmatian, Walter, and there's 3 other dogs. One of the dogs had a seizure right next to me in the bed and then pissed the bed.
Oh no.
So that was fun. Yeah, here's Walter sitting on a lawn chair. Yeah, so we had fun. He ran all around. He's still a little swimming, and it was cute. And I feel refreshed and well rested.
You look refreshed.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So do you. Yeah,
No.
you got that sea air, the sea breeze.
I gotta say, like coming back here, looking out my apartment window and not seeing trees is making me. It's a doubter. After all, you see are pines.
Yeah, that's all I have around me right now. I live like in a forest.
Yeah, I mean, gorgeous.
Mandesha says, but can she hit the high G at the end of Let Me Call You Sweetheart? This is a Sister Wives reference, Robbie. Now we're going to talk about Sister Wives a little at the end.
Yeah, we are.
Now I gave Robbie now he was on a cruise, and he had no reception. So
yeah,
he's not at fault, but I gave him what do we call it?
Like a starter pack.
A starter pack of all the Sister Wives episodes. So I want you to at least watch a couple of those.
So here's what we're going to do, Amanda. Here's what I've decided. Grace is asking me where I live. I live in Astoria, New York, which is part of Queens, which is part of New York City.
It's basically Manhattan at this point.
Yeah, come stalk me. Well, Amanda's been to my apartment.
I have.
Way back in the day, when you still were a citizen.
Yeah, I got rid of that green card.
You said what taxes?
I did not renew that thing. I'm not paying $2,000 for that shit.
So you gave me a starter pack, and here's what I think we have to do. Okay. I'm gonna tear my way through the starter pack. Okay. And you're gonna have me on, and we're gonna talk through all the starter pack
Don't threaten
episodes.
me with a good time, and don't say this if you're not actually gonna commit to this.
Listen, I saw this trailer. I'm in. I would have watched if I had literally any service.
I know you would have. I made him watch the trailer. That's why we were 2 minutes late, because we were watching the trailer. So, hello, Black Swan Gothica. We got a lot of regulars here today.
Hey.
Julie says, "Memory," the awful song that every girl used to sing for every audition ever. I feel like Memory is on the list now, because sometimes people will give out lists of songs that they don't want to
do not sing.
And definitely Memory is on there.
100%.
Every Sondheim song is usually on there too.
And Meadowlark. Yeah.
Oh, Meadowlark. I used to sing Meadowlark, but I was good at it.
I know.
Okay, guys, we're gonna get into some hot topics here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, check that out.
Oh.
Do you know how long that took me?
I
know. There should be like audio along with this, but I have this graphic made. It's so janky, but I'm so proud of it. Let's put it back up. We need hot topics. That would be good. That would be a good little. We need like a little
theme.
sting of something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I did that. So everyone, be proud of me. I did something yesterday. Okay. So my first thing is I woke up this morning hot off the press, and I'm like, what the fuck is your home screen is like, it like the back of your hand. Yeah. Now there's like this black box that says X on it. What the fuck is this? Twitter is now X.
Yeah.
What is this?
X. Who
Why?
cares? Like, truly, do you feel he spent how much? $8 billion, right?
Yeah.
And he's just like, I didn't need it. That's like laundry money for me. He's run it into the ground.
So why did he rename it X? Just to be like, well, guess what, everyone?
Yeah, it's like,
Everyone's
fuck
being
you.
mean to me.
Yeah, it's giving revenge on the bully in the schoolyard energy.
Yeah. It's giving like Mark Zuckerberg doing that face smash thing. Like, I'm gonna get them all back. They were mean to me, and I'm really rich, and let's not
really rich.
And he like gave Kanye his Twitter back.
Oh, is it back?
Yeah, but do people use Twitter anymore?
No, I used to famously used Twitter the time.
Did you get in like trouble or something?
Well,
did you get in Twitter fights?
I did just say to Donald J. Trump, I hate you.
Oh my God, that was the funniest day. What did he do? He did some, I don't know, he was ranting about something.
Yeah.
And you know, like how when there's like, when someone you know has like tweeted something, that'll be like the first comment you see. I'm like reading this thing, and this is right after, I don't know, the inauguration or something. He was ranting. And then I just see underneath Robbie Rozelle, I hate you, period. And oh my God, the laugh I got out of that. It was so fucking funny. And I don't even care what side of politics you're on. Yeah. It was just so to the point. And the fact you put a period at the end of it. I hate you.
Yeah. In fact, that's the first time I was ever on a podcast with you. You called me and you were like, do you want to do one of the Amanda Loves to Hate?
You need to be on this.
And I said, yes, because I love the impressions and want to live them in real time.
Great. Well, I'm back doing it again. So
I know.
I'll have you back on for one of those. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, so are you following this at all? I don't know what anyone's algorithms are on Twitter, but this is something that I've been following. It's only like a couple weeks in the making, but it's this story of like this guy, like this author who wrote this book, and he was doing a book signing at Target. Is anyone familiar with this story? Does this ring a bell to you at all, Robbie?
Please tell me. No.
Okay, it's really lovely.
Why does he look like Frasier on a bender?
He does kind of look like in the second picture. He does kind of look like Frasier. Okay, but the first one, he just looks like this super innocent, sweet guy, right? Which as far as I know, he is. Please God, do not let this guy turn out to have some weird, like children's sex dungeon in his basement or something. But there was this TikTok that came up, and I followed it all the way from that. And it was like, I was at Target and I saw this guy, and he just seemed really discouraged, and he was doing a book signing, and this guy, he's just sitting at this table in front of like toddler clothes in the aisle, and he just has his books, and the book is called Lee Howard and I cut it off. Lee Howard and like the something ghosts. I'm sorry, I should have. Sure. Everyone can look this up. But so the guy went up to him, and God, no one knows this? Okay, so the guy...
ghost of Simmons Pierce Manor.
Okay, thank you. Great, good for you. Thank you for the assist on that. So he goes, the TikTok guy goes up to him, and he's like, oh, this guy just seemed really discouraged because no one was stopping for him. And like, I think that's one of the saddest things. Like, no matter how much I hate someone, I can still be empathetic for someone like sitting at a booth and nobody coming up to the booth. Like, that's so depressing to me. I don't care how, like, what if you're a bad person or not. But so this guy's sitting there with all his books. So then the TikToker went up and he's like, hey, tell me about your book. And the guy's like, oh, I just love writing, and I love, ghost stories. And I just really wanted to get it out there. And I just really love the book. And he's like, well, give me one and I'll promote it on my TikTok. And if you want to sign it for me. And the guy's like, oh yeah, great. No problem. Also, I think the thing that helps is that the guy kind of looks like Santa Claus. Like, he looks like just a sweet old man. I don't know what this would be like if this was someone that didn't look this innocent. But so within like a day, this book went to the number 1 on the Amazon bestseller list, like number 1. And it's like been there. And he's like, he must be like at least in like made like 6 figures from this book. He has to have. They're going to do an audio book now. They want to like make it into a movie, because the other thing is that people bought the book because everyone was just like, felt sorry for him. And they bought the book, and the book is apparently like amazingly good. and people like genuinely love it. So all the reviews are like 5 stars. And he's been on like the Today Show. He's like been like, and like
That's
he's
incredible.
been interviewed. It's been the coolest story to watch. And like he has his own TikTok now, and just he'll do a TikTok and he's like, hey guys, so this has just been really crazy, and I just didn't want anyone to feel sorry for me, but I'm so happy you guys actually love the book, and wow, oh gee, wow. He's just this cute little like Midwestern man who just wanted to get his book out. And
That's
it was
so
just
sweet.
so sweet. I know. We need stories like that where people and it would suck if the book sucked. But like they interviewed on the Today Show, I think, him and the TikToker guy, who the TikToker's name is just Red. And he's like, I was really nervous when the book started skyrocketing, but then he's like, thank God the book was good. And then the Today Show gave him like this plaque that was like #1 bestseller or something. And he was just like, he didn't even know what to do with it, because he's just, and this happened like 2 weeks ago. So,
oh my God, that's incredible.
Isn't that cute?
I love that.
Like, look how cute this is. Him. Like the first picture is him at the book signing. See, there's like toddler clothes just behind him. Like, I mean, come on, this is so sad.
Like, who's going to a Target for a book signing?
Well, yeah, because I don't even know. Like, was it advertised? Like, can you just, if you have a book, can you just go to Target and like be like, can I just bring a bunch of my books over?
I feel like no. I feel it was probably set up through their like department, but like Target, it's a department store. It's not like a Barnes and Noble or whatever. Borders. It's just so who's like wandering? Let me go to Target. Let me go to a mall that has a Target and get my red shopping cart so I can go see this guy and he can sign my book. No, that's just not. Somebody says it. Justine says it's a publicity stunt. Do we think it's a publicity stunt?
No, I don't think so.
It looks like it's not one.
I don't. That would be like a really, that would be really sad if we heard we were bamboozled. But Justine also said at cons when nobody's at the booth, it makes me feel so sad. Grace Taylor says that's why I can't handle farmers markets. Yeah, that's why I can't go into like stores where like no one's like boutiques. Because then the person's just watching you walk around, like rejecting everything.
Wait, you used to live out? Didn't you used to live out here in Astoria? Am I right?
Yeah.
There's a store down on Steinway that's like, curtains and pots and pans and bedding and stuff like that. And sometimes we'll walk past, see something in the window, and be like, "Oh, let's go in." But every time we go in, it's immediately, "What? What do you want? Why are you here? How can I help you?" Like, it's more aggressive than a Bath and Body Works. It's so aggressive.
Yeah, no, yeah. If you have one of those stores, just like let them walk. Don't even act like you didn't even know somebody came in, because then it's like,
say hello and leave it at that. If somebody has a question, they'll ask you.
Oh, Jill just reserved it at her library. Thanks for the recommendation. Great.
Amanda loves to hate books. It's going to be the book club spinoff.
Yeah, maybe I might get the audiobook of that. I don't really read things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because of my Tourette's and my ADHD. But so that's fun. But anyway, guys, it'll probably show up on your TikTok. But his name is Sean Warner.
Sean Warner.
Sean Warner.
And the book is called
Lee Howard and the Ghosts of Simmons Pierce. It's kind of a terrible title for a book to be. Oh, it's Simmons
kind of is. Wait, do you think it's young adult? It sounds young adulty.
I think so. Yeah, it's about like a girl whose like father dies or something, and all these ghosts with all these different personalities help her solve the mystery of it.
See,
I think I would have liked that if
sure.
I would have liked that.
What did you read growing up?
I read.
Did you read it all?
I loved to read growing up. Goosebumps,
sure.
Sweet Valley Twins, Sweet Valley High, Babysitter's Club.
Oh yeah. I read all the Babysitter Clubs, all of them.
What else? I read young adult books. I read like erotic stuff sometimes. Ooh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, right.
Did you know R.L. Stine, who wrote the Goosebump books? His son is Matt Stine, and he does sound design and stuff for theater.
Oh.
And is a Grammy nominee. And produced the Assassins album that we did like a year ago with Ethan Slater.
Who's he in it? John Hinckley?
Yeah, and the Balladeer. No, he's not John Hinckley. He's the Balladeer and Oswald.
And Oswald.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's get right into that then.
Oh,
Good
let's
segue there. Okay. Let's get into our Ethan Slater news.
Look at those arms.
Okay, but look at the rest of it. Okay,
Sure.
Don't worry about the arms. Now, I asked Robbie, I'm like, please tell me you're not friends with him because I'm going to kind of go hard on him. And Robbie's like, no, I know him, but like not.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
He's not going to watch this. He's not going to watch this. And now listen, I said last week, my biggest problem with this show, with him, I guess, well, he's what I knew of the show is he was SpongeBob.
Yeah.
And first of all, I thought his hair was dyed. I can't believe that that's his natural hair color. But anyway, all the clips that I was watching of SpongeBob is his pants are so tight, and it's like they're enunciating the dick area. Okay. Now, do you agree with this?
Oh yeah, of course. All the costumes, it was like dick, dump truck ass, and meant to be, truly, yeah.
But why? Because SpongeBob doesn't do. Okay, so everything he does, his legs are spread fully apart, and it's like you want my eyes to be directed at this small young man's penal area, and but SpongeBob, from what I know in the animation, he doesn't stand like that. His legs are just kind of rigid, straight. So I don't know why this choice was made.
I think it's more like photographs capture motion, right? And so you didn't see SpongeBob. He's constantly moving around. And by the way, he was brilliant in the show. And when Tony Shalhoub won the Tony over him, it was shocking. You know what Monk didn't need? A Tony Award for 32 bars of music. Anyway, but Ethan he's built like he's so like small but muscular, and yeah, it's all penal. It's just there.
Yeah, and it bothered me. And then the other thing that bugged me was that the fact that every time he's walking, there's a sound effect. So the whole show to me is just farts and squirts and squishes and penis, right?
Yeah,
that bothered me too. So when I think of Ethan Slater, I think of farts and penis. And now I pulled a couple clips here.
Great.
Okay. Here's this first clip. And this is just to prove it to everyone that this show is all about penises and farts and squirts. Okay.
Good morning, America. Happy New Year. Jump out of bed. Mix up a breakfast for my favorite pet snail. Full steam ahead, the SS I am ready is about to set sail. This kind of day couldn't get much better, but it keeps on trying. I'm on my way, somewhere there's a Krabby Patty that needs frying. And who's the lucky sponge in the mirror who is living here?
All right, it cuts out there.
There
now,
it is.
Farts and squirts, right?
Yeah, of course. They had a Foley guy on stage who was making all those noises.
No, he's talented. That's like a hard job. He should have gotten some kind of an award for that. But it's not appealing to me. I watched that and I'm like, I do not want to have sex with this man. I don't know how it is in the gay community. It might be different from your perspective. You might look at that and go, wow, what a snack. Oh, I don't want that on top of me.
Okay. Different strokes. Because I think he is hot and you need to see like the photos of him backstage where he's like changing and stuff. And it's just like, oh.
I don't really care about the body so much as just like the face and the facial expressions.
Sure, but so much of that is SpongeBob, right?
Is it though? Because I've seen him. I saw him playing the ukulele, which another point lost. Playing the ukulele, just like in his own character, and I'm like, no, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
You're doing a very good job of being like towing the line of being like PC here. So good.
No, listen, if I thought he was unfuckable, I would say it.
Oh no, I know you would. Yeah. I get it. He's like a total twink. And he is talented. I would never say he's not talented. That's the energy he has.
If you looked at him without the music and the squish squish, right, of every time his shoe moves, would you see it differently?
No, because there's pictures of him just like online of like,
Uh,
and that no, he always looks like he's wearing makeup even when he's not, and he kind of looks like a Chucky doll.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, let's see what some of these comments are.
Danielle, right out the gate.
Where are we? Wow, a lot of people commented on this. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Where's Danielle? What did she say? Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah.
No, going down more though.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want to see any man with that hair color without their t-shirt.
He's not my flavor of ginger, says
Okay.
Mandesha.
I mean, he is in a wig in that, but yes.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Grace Taylor says, "Is this intended for small children?"
it was
great.
like
Now
a PG-13, much like the TV series, I would say.
Sure. I mean, I know nothing about it. Psychosocial says, "Great. Now I can't unsee that." Sandy says, "I'm scared." I love this. He looks like a Howdy Doody character.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, for sure.
But why are we bringing him up?
Okay, so yeah, we're bearing the lead here. Now he's dating Ariana Grande. Now, what do you know of this scandal?
I mean, first of all, what do I know in general of Ariana Grande? She's got a ponytail. She was a guest judge on Drag Race, and she licked a donut once. Those are the things I know to be true.
And she's a good
and she's in. Oh yeah, she does a very good Carolee Carmelo.
Okay, she does like a
special skill.
You know, she has a good voice. Basically.
Yes, she could sing.
Yes.
That I know. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I could not. I think I've heard "Thank You" next, but otherwise, I don't know who she is, except of course, to my interests, she's in the Wicked film.
Yeah, Wicked.
Yeah, and so is SpongeBob.
Right. So he's playing Bach.
He's Bach. Yeah, and she's Glinda. Yeah,
okay.
He's the one who's in love with Glinda.
I don't know Wicked at all.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So it becomes the Tin Man.
Okay.
Yes.
So look, we both understand. People are like, how could this happen? We get showmances, and especially when you're playing off of someone, there has to be chemistry, and like you are feeling something in the moment. So I get that. However, he was married to his high school sweetheart, and they just popped out a baby
a year ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Ariana, I mean, she moves through men like Pete Davidson. That was like another crazy thing.
She's going through them at Taylor Swift levels, right? It's just like,
yeah, but Taylor Swift wasn't like stealing them, was she? Well, she probably
no. Although I don't know. Okay, so I don't know. They say that they were both not with their partners anymore.
Right.
I don't know. If we're taking that as their word.
Says her husband divorced her because he didn't realize how famous she was. Okay, girl.
Even I know how famous she is.
Yeah, I know. Even I do.
Yeah. Okay. So do I think this is this like a lifetime forever lasting thing?
No.
A lot of people are calling this Brangelina for people who know all the words to Seussical, and they're correct.
I was in Seussical.
Oh, who were you? Sour Kangaroo.
Yeah, it was good. I loved that show, and it was the condensed version.
Oh, the junior.
The junior.
The junior.
But I loved that show. It was great.
So, if they were both separated from their respective partners, go with God, have fun. If they weren't, that fucking sucks.
No, because his wife came out with a statement saying that this completely gooped and gagged her, and she called Ariana not a girl's girl, which I mean, yeah, duh. But she went and traveled over to, where are they filming? Like Scotland or something? Aren't they filming somewhere?
Yeah, they're out just outside of London, but yeah.
Okay, so the wife and the baby flew over, and they all had dinner together, and Ariana held the baby, And she's like this. It was just completely fucked up. And she, Justine's sounding off here. Justine knows all about this.
Justine's got stuff to say.
No, she loves Ariana, but she agrees about the Ethan Slater stuff. I've been sending Justine texts, like the clips. I have another hilarious clip in a second here. They got together during COVID, and when things went back to normal, he wasn't aware he was going to need security. Oh, the ex-husband.
The husband.
Yeah. It just also, what do you think the Wicked production crew, like production team, thinks of this? Like, is this good for the movie or not? I can't imagine Cynthia Erivo sitting there like, or I'm sure she's sitting there like, Jesus.
She's not. She doesn't care. She's just filing her nails and like.
Yeah, but I don't think Cynthia Erivo is like thinking this is. I think she's like, get away from me, girl. Like,
yeah,
we're not the same.
Here's the thing though, like, so they halted filming and they were 10 days away from finishing, but because of the SAG-AFTRA strike, they're not.
Oh, that's right. It got pushed.
Right. So the movie's not going to come out in November. I hate to tell everybody, which means, honestly, will they be broken up by the time the movie comes out? Probably.
Yeah, I guess that's true. They have time on their side.
Right. It's just like a blip.
And I guess maybe it will make people go to see like what all the hubbub was about. Like, why
would you go see Wicked because of Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande dating? I
was planning to go see Wicked just to hear Cynthia Erivo sing Elphaba.
I mean, come on.
It's like the only reason to see it.
Wait, pull up Starving on My Neopets.
Okay.
It's another Florence Pugh, Olivia Wilde, Harry Styles situation, promotion for the movie. The only reason I'm going to poke a hole in that is because the movie's so far away. Yeah,
and it kind of like, he has a brand new baby.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't put it past Hollywood to not give two
exploit
shits
a
about
baby.
Yeah, exploit a baby, exactly.
I really don't think that they like. I don't think that they're using the baby to promote a film that you cannot go see.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna see it anyway because I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, and I think Ariana is talented. Like, nothing against her talent, and I think she actually would be a great Glinda. I hope she uses her actual real voice and doesn't like if she actually belts it and doesn't do like the what is it, the soft melodies. But let me show you guys this clip though, because this is so funny. Because I was just looking for that clip that I played, but I found this one. I don't know what award ceremony this is. I don't think it's the Tonys, but and it's just like a 10-second clip I pulled, but it's him singing. He's singing a SpongeBob song, and it starts with him doing like crowd work kind of at the beginning, and he approaches two different audience members, and both of them are not having it.
Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. All right. It's so fucking funny.
Your son came up and he smiled at me. So good to see you. What an amazing night. Said it's gonna be the best day. Just wait and see. Volcanic doomsday caught us up.
I bet you that's the Kids' Choice Awards.
Do you think?
Yeah.
This was not the crowd for SpongeBob apparently, because the first person's like, I don't know, like don't bring me into
fully masked, and she said, "I'm good." She said, "I'd like to leave it on, please."
I'd like to leave it on, please. And she didn't even want to engage to the point of like trying to play along, because she's like, I don't want anyone thinking that I'm like into all of this. Then he approaches a second group of people, like a guy and a girl, and he like literally like pushes her back, like protecting her from this human. And you can hear the girl, because Ethan's mic is on, so you can hear the girl go, "Oh my God," into his microphone. And then he does like this weird crouchy thing, and he goes, "Eh?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, dude, cool." Let me play it one more time.
Sun came up and he smiled at me. So good to see you. What an amazing night. Said it's gonna be the best day. Just wait and see. Volcanic dew.
Thumb up point.
Yeah. Cool, dude. Move
You
along.
did that.
You sure did that. But it was so awkward. I hate crowd work. Like, God,
Oh, me too.
Oh God,
I hate to see the show, not be in it.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I hate being when I did Jerry's Girls. The end of Act 1 is Hello Dolly, and we're all dressed as Dolly, and we all had to go into the fucking audience and sing to because the audience wanted to. I mean, it was like in Boca, so it's just
you definitely started getting this.
Oh yeah, all Jewish people who love Jerry Herman, and they're all singing along.
Yep.
When my dad came, he knew every word. He didn't know just the Hello Dolly. He knew all the little words. He was singing full on. There's one time I think he was proud of me in my whole life. Anyway, so any other thoughts on Ethan and Ariana before we wrap up?
If they're happy, God bless.
I don't say God bless. They broke up 2 fucking marriages.
No, apparently at least Ariana's husband was gone because he didn't know she needed security.
Right, at least that.
Right.
At least that. Maggie Ball says, what are you even supposed to do when they come up to you? Exactly.
Wait,
I need to be prepared for this. I needed to have a week to prepare mentally and physically for this.
I don't even wave in parades. You know what I mean? When they're all waving at you, I don't wave back.
Yeah, I'm just watching.
I'm there to do that. Yeah.
Smoking my vape. That's all. I saw Joseph off Broadway 30 years ago with the whole cast in the audience. Amazing show. Joseph is the first musical I ever listened to. If I was ever on Las Culturistas, I would say that was the moment that
that's
influenced.
That's
my culture moment. It was me. It was actually we were driving to the lake, and I was with my grandma, and I was so bored, and she gave me a Walkman with the Joseph soundtrack in it for some reason, because she's just listen to this kid. And I just remember my head's propped up against the window, and I'm looking out all emo. And I was transported into the world of Donny Osmond.
I mean, wait, can you still sing it? I bet you'd be a very good narrator.
I've done concerts of it. I can still sing all the colors of the Dreamcoat. I'm not
red
going to.
and yellow and purple and brown.
Green and brown, scarlet, black, ochre, peach.
Oh, great.
Ruby and olive and violet and fawn.
Oh, here we go.
Lilac and gold and chocolate and mauve. And cream and crimson and silver and mauve and azure and lemon and russet and gray and purple and white and pink and orange and blue.
Blue. Wait, my favorite part of Joseph for the narrator is the letting out a mighty roar. That's the only reason I want to see the show.
It's another example of how Angela Weber hates women, because she doesn't need to be singing Jacob and Sons. It doesn't need to be a high F when she's singing that. Does it have to be?
No, it was written for a man, though. That's the thing.
Oh, was it? I didn't know.
Yeah, it was written for a man, and then when they first did it over here with Lori Beachman, they didn't change the keys because she conducts everything.
Why would you?
That's
for
why.
A woman? Well,
yeah.
Anyway, I mean, all of my thoughts and prayers go out to anyone who does that 8 shows a week. I assume that when they do that professionally, they at least have a cover for a couple, the matinees or something.
Right.
I mean, good Lord. Okay, let's talk about, have I been watching Claim to Fame? I have been. Nobody's fucking guessed Donny Osmond's son yet. Dude, I need to pull up a picture. Do I still have it here? I wonder if I do. Do you know what Claim to Fame is, Robbie?
Sure don't.
It's a show on TV where a bunch of celebrities, family members, go and they have to pretend, they have to guess who their claim to fame is.
Okay.
And they go through all these competitions and they get clues, and whoever is gets guessed last wins. So let me pull up a picture of this guy, and the second this guy walks into a fucking room, you're gonna know that this is his son. God, I can't find a fucking picture now.
I just did a Goog.
Okay, well let me just drag this one so everyone else can see it. I must have taken it off of here, but I want to show you this is exactly what he looks like in the thing.
That's all the Osmonds look alike.
It's not working. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, I've got too many files. Oh. I have too many files. That's why. Hang on. Okay, so this guy walks into the room. Don't you immediately know that who this is?
Yeah, that's an Osmond.
Obviously that's an Osmond. And people are guessing Jim Carrey. Elvis, someone guessed last week.
Well, he's dead.
Well, no, but it can still be like a dead celebrity. But like, this guy walks. None of them know who Donny Osmond is. I feel like he's gonna win the whole thing because nobody knows who the fuck he is.
Well, I guess that's fair.
Well, y'all should have known about Joseph beforehand, and they would have helped you in this competition. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, thank you. My hair looks super cute. It used to be cuter
Correct.
about 20 minutes ago, and it's hot, and now it's falling. But thank you. I want to move on to
Yes.
the Barbie movie. Now, do you know anything about the Barbie movie?
So do I? Here's what I know. I've seen the trailer many times. Can't wait to go see it. I was in Alaska where there were not movie theaters,
Right.
and on a ship. However, I am watching a show that's adjacent to the Barbie movie.
Yeah. So tell us about this.
The Barbie Dream House Makeover Challenge.
And you watched this last night? Well,
I took a gummy
on an edible. Yep.
Yeah. Now I did watch
legal.
there are 2 episodes of it so far, and it's on Max, HBO Max. I don't know what it's called anywhere. Because why would you remove the HBO from HBO Max? It makes no sense. Make it make sense.
It's like Twitter moving to X.
So yes, exactly. These rebrands, I'm not here for them. I'm really not. So
Yep,
this is this Barbie Dreamhouse Makeover show. It's like all of your favorite, everybody except Paige Davis, who does like house makeovers, like Ty Pennington, stuff like that. They have to make over a room in this house and turn it into the Barbie Dream House. And there are like Barbie fans who they get a decade. So like they get the Ken's Den, and it's the 70s, and they have to like create this, right? And also add like toymatic, which isn't a word, elements to it, where like if you press a button or something, it does something cool, right?
Okay.
It's so fun and so stupid and so gay, and I was so high watching it, and I wildly recommend it.
It's like a nice, easy, fluffy watch.
Yeah, it's I think
mindless.
Great. Yeah, it's great synergy with the film because it's not pushing the film too much. It just is sort of adjacent to the film.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And so far there's only 2 episodes, so like get into it now.
I'll check that out. See, because I'm waiting to see the Barbie movie until Justine moves here. She's moving from Toronto. Sure. She'll be here in like a couple of weeks or 3 weeks or something, and I can't wait. So we're going to go together. But I definitely broke down and read the entire synopsis. And people are like posting stuff on TikTok, like scenes that they're like taking from the theater, which I highly appreciate. Ryan Gosling looks hilarious in it. But I mean, the synopsis is amazing. I'm so excited. And I know that the very last line of the movie is very triggering for people. I think it's funny. I'm sure the movie could have done without it. You don't need to be that.
Sure.
You don't need to go that far with it, but like, whatever. The thing I love about it is how much is triggering toxic masculinity out there. They are so angry.
Ben Shapiro is pissed.
Who is?
Ben Shapiro. And why are you mad?
Yeah. What are you mad about, though? So, you want to break that down for me? Oh, you feel oppressed. Oh, you feel oppressed. You do? Oh, what? Oh, no. What if women had more power than men? That would be terrible.
Poor white man. Oh. Are you the villain?
No, you want the villain? You got one. Here I am. I don't want to spoil the line, but you can look it up. It's easily accessible. It's good, but it's very feminist. Like any man that's watching that movie that is already seething, that last line is just steam's gonna come out of their ears. Like, whoa, they're just gonna be so angry. I love it.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
I'm so excited to just see the whole film.
And I just love how the way that Greta Gerwig has made it. Like they did all this stuff. Like where they're making it, every motion that they're making is as if children are playing. So when Barbie comes out of her house, she just kind of jumps off the side of the house because that's how children play. They don't like walk down the stairs of the house. They just like have Barbie jump out of the house. And they have all of the sets 23% smaller. So like her car is just a little bit too small for her, which is how like regular Barbie is. So, and I just and everything I've seen of Ryan Gosling just looks like just really funny and perfect. And
I can't wait. I love Greta Gerwig. I think the Little Women film was incredible. I want
Lady
her to
Bird?
I want her to make the Ragtime movie. Think about it.
I would trust her with the Ragtime movie.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I feel like I'd also want a Black collaborator with her.
Sure. I mean, it's definitely about 3 different stories.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Maybe a Jewish person too. Or is Greta Gerwig Jewish? Is Gerwig Jewish?
Let's do a Google. Greta Gerwig Jewish. She recalls being included in, she was raised Unitarian, but recalls being included in blessings by fathers of Jewish friends at Shabbat dinners.
Oh, Gerwig. If anyone knows the etymology of that name, then let us know.
Just really jump into the comments.
Sure, just throw it in there a little bit. Mandesha says, I love that it's kicking ass at the box office. You can make a movie for women and it can beat Mission Impossible and Christopher Nolan. Yeah, it's beating Oppenheimer.
Oh, are you going to see that?
Oh, yeah, it's first on my list. I want to sit through, what is it, about Russia?
3 hours?
It's 3 hours long.
Movie? Yeah.
Of a bunch of men talking about stuff. Nope. So basically, I'm men. I'm like a man watching the Barbie movie. Women in power. Who could imagine such a thing?
What?
Let's see. Oh, Cody thinks he's Ken. My Coco says, "Yeah, I know." Okay. What do I have next on the docket here? Barbie movie. Oh, what do we think of? Kevin Spacey got off on all charges.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Do you know any information? Do you know any? Because you're in the circle.
Sure. I mean, I know Anthony Rapp.
Right.
Right.
And I assume he's not a big liar that wanted. I'm sure he wasn't like, this is going to be cool if I say this.
It would be great for me to destroy everything and talk about it now when I'm 45.
Right.
Yeah, I believe Anthony. And so that fucking sucks. The fact that so should we fill everybody in on what it is?
Yeah, sure. And then I want to know if you think he's going to get his career back. But you go ahead. I feel like you're better to talk about this.
So he basically there was a court case in London where he was the artistic director of a theater over there called the Old Vic. Young Vic? Old Vic. He's one of the Vics. Anyway, he was the artistic director, and he was accused of inappropriately touching several male staff members, and he went to court.
And he gives that vibe.
Yeah, sure.
He's always kind of he plays a really good creeper in movies. So and I do think he's a great actor, but there is kind of that vibe where it's like you might not be playing that much against your own type.
Yeah, you've done things, which is terrible to say because it definitely leads into the conversation of gays and grooming and stuff like that. However, I do believe the victims in this case, but he was found not guilty. And you remember when it all first started coming out, House of Cards was hastily rewritten the final year, and he was not on it. And he every Thanksgiving releases a creepy video as that character from House of Cards. Yeah, about how he'll be back. It's giving Roy Stone or it's gross.
Totally, I just started watching that show, and he also got written out of All the Money in the World and replaced with Christopher Plummer. So now, do we think how does his career come back now? Because now, what does Hollywood say? Sorry, we replaced you in your two huge things that you were doing.
No, I don't think he does. I think.
Yeah, what's his best move now?
If it's anything, it's going to be a play somewhere, and not Broadway, but some regional, Chicago or something like that.
Yeah,
The Goodman,
an upscale. Yeah,
yeah, a prestigious regional house. And he goes and does Death of a Salesman or The Iceman Cometh.
Yeah, right? A small straight play. Even though he loves to sing, he fancies himself a crooner.
He does. He did that Bobby Darin thing and won't let us forget.
He sure did.
He did that. But I don't think it ever comes back to what it was, ever.
Agreed.
And I have a feeling when he's like 80 or something, he gets cast in like a small role in a film, but it's like a small but breakout part where people go, "Oh yeah, Kevin Spacey."
Yeah. What happened with him? Yeah, they'll have forgotten. But I mean, let's remember Bill Cosby got out of jail too, and like, so you know, the American justice system is rocking it.
Dunk dunk. Yeah.
U12S1 I said, okay, this person says, Robbie, I directly tweeted that horrible man too. Lucky we didn't get airdropped a special gift. Sorry, I'm way off your lifetime. Okay.
That's hilarious. I hate you.
Mike Hogo said, oh, that's what I was like. I thought this person was talking about Kevin Spacey. Mike Coco says he can host a dinner variety show. Yeah. He could do his own little cabaret act.
He could do cabaret. Drag me to dinner. I don't know. Like people, I guess more and more with Hollywood and literally anything like that, like money talks, right? Above everything else.
Well,
if he gets cast in something and it does good box office, all is forgiven, which fucking sucks.
I know, but I guess we'll see. But he just needs to like stay away for a while. Just go away.
Yeah.
Last on my hot topics is the Carly Russell case, the case that keeps on giving. Are you following this?
I am not, and you're going to fill me in.
You don't know anything about this?
Nope.
What the fuck? All right. It's this girl. You probably have heard of this person, but don't know the name. It's the girl that like a few weeks ago called 911 and she said that she saw a baby walking along the side of the highway at night.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Remember that? And then she went missing.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was found again and the whole thing was a hoax. Did you know that?
So like the Balloon Boy. Remember Balloon Boy?
It was like Balloon Boy or the Runaway Bride.
Sure. Yep.
Right. So she was found, like she went to a hotel and like a Red Roof Inn and spent like a bunch of time with like a guy there. And she ordered they like sent out her DoorDash information and she had ordered just like Slim Jims and Cheez-Its and stuff. And then she came home. She like came back to her parents' house all like disoriented and like oh, these people kidnapped me and they painted my toenails and force fed me Cheez-Its and like this whole story. Well, anyway, she finally got booked and detained and charged. And this is her mugshot. This is her mugshot. All smiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at it.
She looks good.
She's glowing.
Yeah.
We should all look this good.
I know. I don't look that good in like my like senior photo. Good Lord. Sherry Papini, that's the other one. She said that like 2 Mexican women like stole her and then she came back. Yeah, wow. Everyone knew she was lying. Everyone like it was sad though because like they spent so much money. Everyone dropped everything to try to find this girl. Mm-hmm. And it was like such a great thing for the Black community because usually Black women are ignored in cases like this. So it's like, God damn it, Carly. Like fucking Christ. Jesus. I want an SNL sketch of this. Oh, I'm sure they'll do that. If they ever come back.
Yeah.
I love SNL. I know people think it's terrible, but I every episode I watch and I laughed at least a couple sketches.
Mm-hmm. Every time.
You know, one of my favorite sketches is the where they do like the high school drama shows and they're like, oh God, they're so funny.
They're real.
Where they try to be woke. Mm-hmm. They're like, okay, guys, we've been taking an improv class. Somebody throw out something. Kenan Thompson's like basketball, and they're like, all right, let's go, let's do it. And it's like, Mom, someone at school called me a fairy, and Emma Stone's like, that's okay, I love you anyway. And he's like, thanks, Mom, that's important for me to hear. By the way, what's for dinner? And she goes, basketball. And that's exactly what. And everything's like woke. They'll say something, then they'll just say to the audience, wow.
Perfect.
Check
it's a great
out.
Sketch. Yeah.
It is a great sketch and all too real. And I've been one of those kids before. All right. Okay, so let's move on to our next segment. What are we watching?
You made all of these?
Yeah.
They're great.
I only made 2.
But
really?
you
I
just
think
need
they're
like a,
pretty
what are
pretty
we watching? Yeah.
What are we watching?
Yeah. And it just falls
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel like these graphics look like the soup,
What are we watching?
but I want like a harmony in there.
Well, you would do the harmony because I am a.
All right, so what's your melody?
What are we watching?
Okay. What are we
What
watching?
are we watching? Ah.
Okay, I don't want to do that right now.
It's like a sex.
We're gonna embarrass ourselves. Okay.
Amanda, the graphic artist.
I know, right?
Artiste.
Someone was bored. I actually wasn't bored. I was doing everything in my power yesterday to not take notes on Teen Mom, and I ended up taking those at like 8 p.m. last night under a dimly lit candle. Okay, so first, I just had a dimly lit candle and then my computer, and I was just like taking notes.
It's going great, going well.
What do we want to start with here? First of all, I want to know, we don't need to talk about it, but do you watch The Bear?
Yes.
Okay, Jody fucking hates it.
Well,
and
Jody isn't here. Let's talk about her.
Together. Yeah, what do you like? I mean, what are your thoughts?
It's incredible. It's truly incredible. He's incredible. And do I walk around all the time just saying yes, chef? Yes, I do.
Chef. Behind,
yes, chef.
Corner.
Yeah, corner. Always. Do I want to eat everything?
Oh my God. I've been making that omelet. I've been trying to perfect that omelet like every single day of my life.
That became a TikTok trend, right?
Yeah. I'm not very good at it. I suck at it. But I'm getting better, but I'm sick of omelets now. I'm like, I don't want any more eggs. But my favorite episode is Forks with the cousin. I think he should win an award for that.
Sure.
And
we love awards.
I love an awards show.
I don't think we're going to see many this year.
Well, do you think the Emmys are going to be
strike? Yeah.
Because of the strike! SAG-AFTRA! The Emmys are supposed to be in September. You think that'll be canceled? No.
Down the road, yeah.
That fucking sucks.
I know.
Well, anyway, everyone should watch The Bear.
The Bear is excellent. And 22-minute episodes. Like, what are you doing?
I know. And there's always
through it in a day and a half.
Both seasons there's an episode that's like this like work of art. And the first one is a completely like a 28-minute uncut camera scene, which I actually didn't think was necessary because I honestly didn't even notice that was happening the first time I watched it. But they did it. They achieved it. It must have been impossible. Insane. But in season 2, there's this Christmas episode and the fucking cameos in that thing is like out of this world. And Jamie Lee Curtis, I mean, she's back. Bitch is back.
She said, I have an Oscar.
Yeah. She said, I don't just do Halloween anymore, baby.
No, I'm married to Christopher Guest.
So weird. They never are seen together.
Isn't it weird that? Yeah,
like they're just roommates. Like,
yes.
Hi. Yeah.
But
hey, Chris.
Don't you feel like it's weird that she's not in any of the Christopher Guest movies?
Yeah, because she'd actually be really good in them, I think.
Yeah, I feel like she would be like, give me a weird wig and some fake teeth. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. She could play off of people. She's fucking hilarious. Jamie Lee Curtis. God damn it.
Jody is missing out.
Jody is missing out. I just watched Freaky Friday the other day. Lindsay Lohan. Another great performance.
Yeah. Before it went south.
Yeah, before. Yeah. But, Lindsay Lohan was great. Now, let's do Drag Race. We have to end with And Just Like That.
Okay.
Are you caught up on it just like that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's talk about Drag Race first. So me and Nick will be actually finally putting out our last episode.
Oh yeah.
This week, apparently. Yeah. We both forgot. But the Drag Race finale happened. If anyone is watching All Stars 8. Now, let's tread lightly on this. There's someone in this cast who I've had problems with in the past, who may or may not have written me and Nick a terrible email, but also epic and it's iconic now.
It's culture.
It is culture. It's Alexis Michelle, and I liked her before. Then the email came in, didn't like her. Robbie made me do a concert with her, and it was really awkward. And she
did not know.
Glared me down the whole time. Oh, it was really awkward. I really had daggers.
no idea.
Daggers.
Oh my God.
kind of kept to myself. But I will say this whole season, fucking full redemption. She got voted off. I cried. Real tears. I was sad.
She
was doing great.
She looked incredible this season.
I mean, I was sad she didn't win the fan favorite.
Yeah. I was like, well, all right. Really?
That's because she got the votes. You know, stupid.
Yeah.
I thought she was amazing, and I think that she should have gone further. And I honestly think she could have taken the title because she really can't. She had a rough kind of start there, but she did great. And like her snatch game was my favorite.
It was incredible. Yes, I did cackle. I truly had to pause the TV and just keep cackling at the Shirley Temple dance because it was the craziest thing.
You were texting me about that.
I mean, that's the minute that Jimbo won. Spoiler. But also Jimbo making that ice cream sundae.
Yeah, for the talent show.
You win. You did it. That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. In just like what am I watching and why is it so wonderful? So Alexis is a friend. And Alexis, I just directed her. She did 2 nights of cabaret at Joe's Pub that were
as Alexis.
That were incredible. Johnny from
All Right
Mary came to see it and was just over the moon about it too. But Alexis definitely self-produces and also very much has big theater camp energy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think that she also has she was probably bullied as a kid. So she has 100%. A lot of that.
Yeah.
Which I get.
And we would have rehearsals and listen, as much as she cried on the show, she cries in life.
But I like that. I like when people cry. It shows me that humanity.
She's got like big feelings about everything. So we, and I had to say to her, listen, not everything is a 10. We don't all have to live a Meisner 10 at all times. But it's like a solid 2. And it's okay to have feelings, but like let's keep it in check with everything else.
But you're doing a tour with her, you said?
She's touring the show that we just did everywhere, which was all like 60s and 70s pop.
Fun.
Yeah, a lot of like Shirley Bassey and Dionne Warwick and Barbra Streisand, Bette Midler. And she went to college for musical theater and like sings, which they don't all do. Yeah. Right. And the show's a blast, and so go see it if it comes near you, because it's a good time. If Alexis Michelle is near you,
she's amazing. She really is an amazing talent.
What do you think of the season overall?
I thought it was the worst All Stars. Maybe
because we just came off the best All Stars.
Yeah, and I honestly didn't think Jimbo should have won based on. I was actually surprised she won, but happy, I guess.
Well, do you hate Canadians?
I do. I hate my own kind.
That makes sense. I have to say, I'm kind of over the All Stars every season, every year thing.
Like now they're not All Stars anymore. It's like Monica Beverly Hills.
Like
she's an All Star.
It's literally called. It should be called RuPaul's Drag Race A Star.
Yeah, there's a star in here. Like, here's some of the you actually recognize.
Yes, like some of them, I was like, "Who are?" I don't remember you. And I'm somebody who watched from season 1, episode 1 all the way through. I'm kind of like I hate now that we don't have a chance to miss it.
I agree. I don't even watch it anymore.
I know. That's
chat's gone silent. Chat's just talking about something. What
are we talking about?
Last Call. I've never heard of this. Everyone's talking about it. Ryan Murphy.
Last Call is a documentary series on Max about the gay serial killer of the 1990s in New York City. He would target piano bars, specifically the Townhouse.
Should I watch this? Should I put this on my list?
Yeah.
Good, I will.
But it very much feels like you can definitely see how Ryan Murphy incorporated that serial killer into American Horror Story NYC. Yes, that's what they're saying. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, maybe I'll check that out and we can watch it. We can talk about it next week with Jody.
It's so good, y'all.
All right. Well, let's talk. Whoops. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about
that
something
the chat cares about.
Yeah, that the chat actually cares about. Because no one likes Drag Race. No, everyone's pretty homophobic chat out there. All right, let's talk about this.
So you did not know about this show?
No. Welcome to Crappie Lake. I knew about it because, like Watch What Crappens and Cara Berry were both covering it, so it would come up on my feed like that they're doing a recap of this, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then Justine, I think, mentioned it to me, and I need to not like sit on or like just not like don't put anything on hold if Justine tells me to see something.
Justine's the one.
I always do, and then I end up watching it like way later, and then I'm like, sorry, Justine. So you're like, you need to watch this. And then the hook that you got me hooked with is that 22-minute episodes. And I was
22-minute episodes.
Easy. There's only 4.
It's basically The Simple Life for the postmenopausal set.
And it's given me kind of Tu Wong Fu vibes too.
I mean, yes, when they come in and make over the town.
Yeah.
For the Strawberry Festival.
Like, okay, so tell everyone what, like, give us a rundown of this, and like why you told me to watch this and why everyone else should watch it.
Would love to. Sonia and Luann, welcome to Crappie Lake. Here we go. Buckle up. Yeah. Sonia and Luann are New York housewives. Luann from the beginning. Sonia came in a little later. Sonia used to be married to the Morgans of the J.P. Morgan fame, right?
Now, quickly, I didn't even know. I knew who Sonia Morgan, the name, but I don't think I ever had even seen an episode with her in it.
Oh, you didn't make it.
So she was nothing to me. I think I'd maybe seen an episode. Maybe we covered for TRP. Was the leg throwing?
Aviva.
Was Sonia in that? Okay, so maybe that. Yeah. But she didn't mean anything to me. But no. So what I'm saying is, you don't need to know anything about Housewives to watch
this. Is true. What's fun to know is Sonia is basically living in her own Grey Gardens fantasy.
I love her. I love her.
She's insane. She's probably a hoarder, and so
based on her hotel room, holy shit! I was like, ah.
They have flown to a small town in Idaho. Is that where it's welcome to Benton.
Benton.
Benton. I think it's Idaho, not 100%.
Illinois.
Illinois. It's a tiny town, and because they have an inflated sense of self, and come from money in their weird ways. There they are, and suddenly they're staying at this motel, very Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek, right? Yeah. There's also a Schitt's Creek aspect to it.
Yeah, and they are here, Illinois. Somebody, Justine said. So they're there to help revive the town and make over the town, 22 minutes at a time. And there are things like a testicle festival, where they go and eat like bull testicles and other
turkey testicles. Yeah,
why not? They're doing a happy hour. They're going to have the Benton Polly's, darling. And it's insane. Luann is so horny, and truly, like the whole town just looks like horny
and corny.
Yes,
they're both horny and horny.
Yes, but both of them just want to get plowed. But at the same time, the town really just looks like the clientele of a Waffle House at 3 a.m.
They love muddin.
Muddin,
and like,
fishing.
but if you look at like The Simple Life,
yes,
Nicole and Paris, it wasn't the same. Like they were like
they were there to mock.
They were there to mock. This was like Sonia and Luann understand this assignment, and they are full all in. If I'd never seen anything about Luann before, like I would have thought these were the two nicest women ever. And I'm sure they they both have their like bitchy moments on Housewives, but they're up for anything. If I could have that as much energy as they do, like at my own age 20, and I didn't, they're up for anything.
Literally anything. But also, they're hunting for the lifestyle that they're used to while staying like in a hotel or motel that's like gross. Like they constantly pan to like light fixtures with like a bug crawling in it,
Yeah.
or like blood on the carpet, or just like stuff. And it's really killing Luann because she wants to say something but can't because she does. This show was clearly created for Sonia and Ramona, and then when Ramona Singer got canceled for being so garbage and nasty, they were like,
Luann. She got canceled for the 50th time.
Right. They were like, Luann, let's run on in. And it's just watching her try to not throw up in her mouth a little bit every time, but being so game at the same time. It's perfect television. And talk about turn off your mind. Just sit back and watch. I was really, really worried that in the last episode they were going to make that gay boy like the butt of a joke. And when they didn't.
No, they didn't.
It's kind television, but like snarky at the same time.
And it's very kind of mildly scripted, like when they happen upon the lemonade stand.
Yeah.
Which is like the most rich lemonade stand. Like the mom of the lemonade stand. Like, I actually own that expensive restaurant over there. We're having high tea.
Yes, right. And they were doing high tea in full gowns and like.
But so cute. Like they love it. They love being there. They're such good friends with each other. Like there's such an energy and chemistry between them. They're laughing the whole time. They're not taking themselves too seriously.
Nope. Lucy and Ethel.
It is totally, and I can't wait to see how this Follies turns out.
Though. Oh, cabaret!
Do you think, Luann? Do you think they're going to each do like a performance of their own? That's definitely going to be the season finale, right?
Yes. Well, so you didn't watch, but Sonia used to do burlesque.
Oh, okay.
And so she did it on the show. You can watch this show on Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock.
Or I don't like if you're not in this country. I'm not sure. Where would you watch it? Where did you? Watch
I'm watching it on Peacock through a VPN.
Okay.
But I think we can get Peacock here, right, Justine? Justine, how are you watching it?
It's so perfect. So she did like a burlesque act on Real Housewives of New York, which was how you say a wackadoo.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't want anything different.
No. And also performed with Luann at 54, and famously, like, she did a spin and her dress came off.
Well,
and 54 is my stomping ground.
You basically see both of their vaginas in this series, like in every episode.
Every single one.
They're using that blur effect regularly,
judiciously. Yeah, I mean, they also blurred a guy's ass as he was showing a tattoo.
Oh, yep. Justine says we don't have Peacock. Hey, you. Again, I've said this a million times, but my computer, all my electronics are linked to my
VPN.
Apple ID, which is American, so all my electronics think that I'm in America. So anyway, but it's Hey You. Yeah. And but I would the definition of this show to me would be camp. It's just campy. It's already campy. Like
it's just fun.
Everyone watch it.
Are you glad I turned you onto it?
Oh my God. And it is just, and I was so disappointed there were only 4 episodes, but the 22 minutes is the real zinger. If it was 42 minutes, I'd be like, I don't know. But the 22 minutes is just such a sweet spot.
It's really built like a sitcom. Those 22-minute sitcoms. Yeah.
My favorite moment is because like there's this mayor that they're interacting with, and they just refer to him as Mayor. Like, hey, Mayor! And, like, he's really uncomfortable with them because they're so, like, overly sexual with him. But he has this, like, life-size cut-up of himself, like, in his office that they steal. It also kind of gives me Jersey Shore, like, Snooki Dina vibes. They're like meatballs. They're like meatballs. But,
only fake classy.
Yeah, fake classy. So, Luann, like, knocking on... They're supposed to build this playground. Yes. And something ends up falling through and they're not going to get the playground. So Luann's knocking on Sonia's door and Sonia's like, oh my God, Luann, I'm freaking out. And Sonia has the cutout of the mayor like in her hotel room. And Luann goes, Sonia, what's wrong? You're freaking me out. Why are you with the mayor? It was just that was the most perfect line of dialogue. Why are you with the mayor?
It's perfect. That's what we're saying. And when Amanda asked me to do this and was like, what are you watching? The first thing that fell out of my mouth was welcome to Crappie Lake.
Yeah. You guys, yeah, you don't need to know anything about Housewives whatsoever, but they both come off as just so insanely likable. And I hope that they do another season of this where they send them to another, like,
anywhere, truly,
town,
all across America.
Or like internationally.
This really feels like a girls trip gone south in the best way. You know what I mean? Like, there's not like Scary Island.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all happy.
Yeah. And it feels like, because the new New York is out with a whole new cast.
Right.
And this is sort of like siloing alongside of it. And because these are the ones I would have missed, I'm thrilled.
So everyone watch Welcome to Crappie Lake. Now, lastly, before we get on to a little bit of Sister Wives stuff, let's talk about And Just Like That.
Yeah. Please.
Oh my God.
He's back.
It's Valentine's Day. I don't know what this timeline. It was like Halloween last week. Now it's Valentine's Day. Fun.
Well, and just like that, I got COVID.
Isn't that one of the actual endings?
Yes, that's how she ended an episode. And just like that,
me and Joan are thinking about doing an And Just Like That podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I would actually really love to go back and watch season 1 because I only watched every episode once because that's all I could.
So you could watch Che Diaz.
Well, I would like to just learn more comedy, really hone into my comedy. So if I can just really watch.
So for your comedy concerts.
For my concerts, right? Of course. But I would like to rewatch them because I think it would be funny. Anyway, so it's Valentine's Day. What do we got here? We got Carrie gets an email back from Aiden. So finally I'm like, I feel relaxed. I'm like, okay, at least Carrie's storyline, we're feeling like we're back in the old days.
Normal. Yeah.
Miranda is apparently just over Che and is ghosting Che. Also, Che is still in the show. Like, go away.
Oh, no. You know they're going to write Che a spinoff.
Oh, no. And also, Carrie, like, if I were Miranda, I'd be like, Carrie, do you need to be hanging out with Che all the time? That's like my ex. You did a podcast with her for 3 weeks. Like, you can cut that friendship. Do you not agree?
No, I agree with you. It's just like, Che Diaz is why people are talking about the show. She's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, Che's in the show, I guess, for like, and they're like, oh, is Miranda ghosting me? Okay, so Miranda's, I guess, over Che now. And everything with Steve is fine. We don't see Steve or anything. It's like, Miranda, just go back to Steve now. He would take you back.
Steve. Miranda. I love you
I guess
so
I'll
much.
Take you back. I mean,
I'm beating
really
my
hurt my feelings then, Miranda.
I saw her dick.
When?
In Take Me Out on Broadway.
I was gonna guess it. I thought it was Take Me Out.
Yeah.
How is it?
Great.
I assume.
No notes.
Good. I feel like it's long, like it's straight.
Yeah. There's not like a.
I was gonna ask if it was cut, but his last name is Eigenberg, so.
Yes, it is.
Of course. Yes. Wow. I'd love to see that.
Oh, Danielle says that we both do good Steves.
Oh, well, it's not very hard. It's almost a Carol Channing impression.
Yeah, but with just like, come on,
Miranda. Yeah.
And it becomes a little Natasha Lyonne, like in Poker Face. You know, but I just got this feeling.
Yeah, yep. It's a very cathartic voice to do. I suggest you all try to do it yourselves.
Yeah, do it at home.
The privacy of your own home, Miranda. So,
and you can send your voice messages as Steve into the pod, and
please
Amanda
do.
will play them next
Post it on our Facebook group. Join our Facebook group, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
we love to hate
I'm
TV.
A member.
Come on in. Yeah, Robbie's in there. So Carrie and Aiden, we'll put that aside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what any of these women are named. The other women, other than Seema.
Oh, Seema's got to go.
What is Seema doing? Does Seema have a storyline here?
No. Does she? I feel like we keep seeing what it feels like is they're trying to cycle out the old ladies and bring in a batch of new ones. You know what I mean by that? Like, if Charlotte doesn't want to next year or Miranda, whatever.
Oh, but no one's going to watch that.
I agree. But
I'm looking at my phone every time like one of the other women is on screen. And like the woman who's with Christopher Jackson, I should be interested in that because Christopher Jackson's on screen.
Yeah.
And I'm not. And he's kind of
from
bad.
Hamilton.
From Hamilton. He was George Washington on Halloween. I was like, okay, we get it.
I was like,
does anyone remember what Seema. Okay, here we go. Thank you guys. I watched this like last week. Seema takes Carrie to the spa for a couple's massage, and she Karen's out about this, and it's like, okay, sorry, this is their special for today. Fucking get over it, or just go get the couple's massage with Carrie.
Yeah.
Who cares? You can talk to each other while you're getting a massage. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Do you agree with Las Culturistas that it's just a group of third graders writing scripts?
Yeah, well, it's definitely a bunch of like people who think. I forget who else was saying it. I don't know if it was Las Culturistas, but it's like
they feel AI generated.
Oh, it was Cara Berry. She was saying that like they're writing it. They don't have any actual Gen Z. What are we?
Yeah, probably. I'm Gen Z.
I'm a millennial. I'm right on the cusp of thing. So they don't have any people our actual age there. They have all younger, like woke people. So they think that they're trying to teach us something, but they also don't have anyone our age on the writing staff to be like,
right,
this isn't actually how people our age behave.
Yeah.
So that happens with Seema. The woman with the braids, who is now Miranda's roommate, is just going to stay home and make chocolate cake because she's learning to love herself. She had the best Valentine's Day out of everyone, in my opinion. Like home, drinking red wine and eating like a chocolate souffle.
Chocolate cake, great.
I mean, give it to me.
Oh my god, I had a souffle every day of the cruise. Anyway, and it was a different flavor every day.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go on a cruise now.
Honestly, yeah, but I know you don't do open water.
No, I don't. What happened with George Washington? Oh, okay. So George Washington and his wife. What is her name? What is her name?
Washington. Martha.
Okay, let's go with that. Mr. and Mrs. Washington. Their son is dating this like skanky ass girl who like, okay. And also I don't think that the teenagers act this way.
No.
That if your mother, if you're like your boyfriend's mom walks up, you're going to keep your hand like laying on his dick. No. Children don't act like this. Nope. It's not that sex positive out there. So they're upset because they think that they're going to have sex in their bed while they're out for Valentine's Day. And then it turns out that they didn't, but then they catch them in Mrs. Washington's closet doing the unthinkable. The girl is holding one of her expensive purses and taking a selfie with it. Get out of my house. Stupid.
Meanwhile, I'm like digging through every drawer in somebody's home.
Oh yeah, I'm looking through your medicine cabinet.
What meds do you have? Yes.
Yeah, I know. Like, what is wrong? What specific conditions does this person have that I can also relate to? Now, Charlotte. So Rock was in one Ralph Lauren campaign that just blew up. It's just a picture of Rock like jumping on a trampoline, wearing clothes. Because that's how it works. And now they're being scouted by all these different talent agencies. Charlotte pulls a full Karen at an audition, or it's not an audition. What is it called? An interview? A go-see?
Like a go-see, yeah.
She freaks out. She's like, we have been waiting all day. And Rock's like, Mom, you're embarrassing me. And she decides that she wants to quit, or they want to quit modeling. And Charlotte's upset. Also, in Charlotte's kind of storyline, Anthony fires all of his hot guys for using what's it called? Testosterone or steroids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Something like
Whatever.
Some kind of steroid thing. Yeah.
I don't think that would happen. Do you really think he would fire all of them? You've got to know that they're using this. Who cares? You want them to look like this, right?
Yes. Exactly. So, you want the hot muscles.
So he's invited to go on the Drew Barrymore show to talk about his bread. And he has to find some hot guy to go with him. Hot boy? Is that what it's hot chef? Hot boy? Hot something.
Yeah.
And Charlotte finds this poet guy, this Italian poet guy who's selling poems for $1. In this economy? I don't think so. So he goes with him to the Drew Barrymore set. And this Italian guy puts on the hot guy costume, and he's got this huge fucking schlong, which I appreciated that. What I don't think would actually happen is how that would get past all the PAs. You know, like somebody's going to look at that and be like, no, you can't walk onto set like that. You need to tuck that back. Do you think they would allow that to enter daytime TV?
No, it wouldn't be on daytime. No.
Sure. And Drew Barrymore is like acknowledging it. She's like, oh my. I would think Drew Barrymore would be like, we need to cut because like.
Do you have a Drew Barrymore impression? I feel like you do.
No, I feel like I could do one if I worked on it though.
Yeah. Let's work on that.
Yeah. Because she's a funny character. She's a good character.
There used to be a merch seller when the Rocky Horror Show was on Broadway back in 2000. And she would just wander around selling posters and souvenirs. And posters. And it was just Drew Barrymore all the time. And that's all I saw. It was
really I would need to figure out what part of her voice she's using there. Like where her voice lives. And then I feel like I can do it.
It's just... wow.
The lisp. Hot fella. Thank you, Amanda. Hot fella. So, are they setting him up to be like Anthony's new love interest now?
Maybe. I feel like they come and they go so quickly. Literally.
Every storyline, there's no arc through it. Every storyline just has an arc and done. The end.
Done. Gotta go.
And so then Charlotte, I mean, if we couldn't see this plot line coming like a block away, Charlotte goes and her other shitty kid, Lily, is hanging out with all her friends. Charlotte's brought them a full cake for Valentine's Day. And Lily's like, ew, Mom, we already have brownies. So Charlotte's like, brownie. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, could you not make it any other thing than a brownie? Like nothing could be more obvious than the fact that she's obviously eating a pot brownie. And you can taste it. You can taste a pot brownie.
Like Charlotte's just gone full crazy, right?
Yeah. She's an idiot.
What happened?
She's hysterical.
Yeah.
So they go out for dinner, her and Harry. She's freaking out and she thinks that she's having a heart attack, which, okay, I can kind of see how, like, if you've never had an edible before and it starts taking effect, like that day at Walmart with me, where you were like, oh my God. Like, at least I knew I'd taken an edible at that point, but like, she's like, oh my God, like I can feel my blood. Great. So the ambulance takes her away. Turns out she had a pot brownie. Ha ha ha, hilarious. She's like, Harry, I just think I'm right now, all I am is your wife and Rock's manager and Anthony's pimp, and I want to call Victor Garber and work at his art gallery. Okay.
Sure,
is that
go
your
off.
plot line now? I can't wait to see that. All right, now let's get into the actual part where, like, we can all relax. Aiden's back.
Aiden's back.
Aiden's back. This moment of them, like, so she goes into one restaurant, he's in the other one. There was a mix-up. Do you understand what there was like a 60 as the address, and it was like, and it was right in between the two of them. And he looks at the 60 and he goes, can you believe that we're back here again? Does anyone know what he's referencing there?
I think that's where they had their first date. Was
really?
That same street? Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Back in the original Sex and
It seems really specific because they kept highlighting that 60.
Yeah.
So Carrie,
honestly, like, bigger fans of the show probably got very hard when they saw that.
I'm an insane fan of the show. I've seen it 20 times, but like that seemed really specific.
Yeah.
So she's in the restaurant and her phone loses charge. So she has to charge it over here. She doesn't know. She only has Aiden's email. Something like that. Her phone loses charge. She charges it. Turns out they were at the wrong restaurant. So she walks out and she's walking this way. And then she turns and they're both just standing there looking at each other. And I really cried. I was like, because just that moment, like, it's Carrie and Aiden. But also, like, if you haven't seen like somebody who was the love of your life in that long and you're like, now you're seeing each other. Like, isn't that lovely? Did you have any feelings about that? Did you care?
I didn't care at all. I really didn't.
Because at this point in the show, you were like, fuck this.
You're like, sure. Just,
all right.
Sure.
Hi, Aiden, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, so happy to see him. He was my favorite of the boyfriends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't care about Big and certainly not Post-it guy.
Oh yeah, that was
Or
a
Mikhail Baryshnikov. I'm good.
oh,
I
he
like
tastes
Aiden. Make me a chair. You
like
can do something. You have a
yeah,
skill.
true. Yeah, no, Aiden would have never cheated on her either.
So
But
hot. Yeah.
that said, Aiden was wearing this insane jacket. He was wearing like a woman's jacket. People were talking trash about his jacket. It was like it like had like a curve to it, like with a little belty. And he had a belty. So he had little shapies. But they hug. It's really lovely. They go out. He says, I'm sorry to hear about John. And, then they're like, okay, I guess we're back on the same page. We're good. They go to Carrie's door. And he's like, they get out of the cab and he's like, oh, wait, this is your old apartment. Like, you lived in New York your entire life, Aiden. You couldn't tell 10 minutes ago that you were heading at the direction of the apartment you used to live in. He's standing in front of it. And he's like, wait a second, this is your old apartment. So he's like, I'm never going back there. I'm never going back there again, Carrie. I can't do it. And then he turns around and he walks away and then he turns back around and he goes, well, fuck it. It's New York. There are hotels everywhere. And then they kiss.
Wait, but Mona
Reiki in the chat.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Why did the maitre d' Carrie under that reservation when she was at the wrong restaurant?
Same thing. I think they got away with that because Carrie said it's not a party for Aiden Shaw. It's a reservation for 2. And I think the restaurant was empty, so he's like, "Oh, I'll just put her at a table.
Just sit down." Yeah.
Yeah, just sit the fuck down, lady. Fucking rich white lady. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see where this goes. Next week, the recap.
Is that the finale?
No.
Oh, we're not near. Okay.
We got a while to go, I think. Next week, it shows Miranda going, Carrie, don't you think that we're like her teeth are like this? Don't you think that you're moving a little bit too fast? And it's like, well, you moved to LA with Che Diaz.
You changed zip codes.
You changed sexuality.
Because you got fingered on a stove.
Gross. Ew. So that's it, just like that. Well, next week we'll be back for more recaps of that, I guess. Let's move on to. I'm gonna make a some kind of thing for this, but I didn't have time. But for our sister wives, our sister wives section here. I need to bring up a post really quickly, but
sure.
Now, first of all, we are under good information that they are not dropping these fucking episodes early, guys, and I'm so sorry. They're not dropping them till Sunday night. So our lives are probably going to be Monday afternoon.
Death to all of them.
But what's the point of having Discovery Plus if they're not dropping it early?
Correct.
Sucks. It ruins everything for our Sunday lives. But I guess for the next, however long Sister Wives is going on, it'll be Monday afternoon high tea with the Sister Wives.
Oh, there you go. Just like Crappie Hour.
Yeah, there you go. So I want to read.
Discovery Plus.
Jean, our boots on the ground correspondent, Jean, has somehow found the description for the premiere episode for Sister Wives, and here's the description. It's called "No Such Thing as a Free Lunch," unless you're Robin. Christine has moved to Salt Lake City, but the fallout from her divorce remains. Janelle, Mary, and Robin struggle to plan the upcoming holidays as the family continues to be divided. Then, things get tense between Cody and Christine when they sit down for the first time since she left. Ooh, are the hairs in the back of your neck standing up?
Just this one.
Yeah. So let's break it down here. What do you know about Sister Wives? Do you know anything?
Nope. I've seen the trailer.
And before this morning, less than 2 hours ago, you knew zero things. You didn't know that it was the Brown family.
No, I knew that it was a dude with multiple wives because that's in the. And title.
Did you know did all these people look familiar to you, even Cody?
Nope. Isn't that wild?
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, that's actually really wild. That's like people not knowing that SpongeBob, who Ethan Slater was. Yeah.
I'm looking at you guys in the chat.
Yeah, all of you. Okay, so based on what you saw of the trailer, what are your thoughts?
I want to watch.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I think I want out of this marriage. You think?
Yeah. They've all been in it like 30 years too, except for
30
Rob.
years?
Yeah.
But no, babies.
So I'll break it down for you. Christine, the one that looks like the most, you see her the least, and she has like the long hair, the long
Is she
blonde
like,
hair.
Uh-huh.
And
So, like,
she's like,
this is like Big Love, yeah?
yeah, it's exactly Big Love.
So
Except much more
she
dysfunctional.
would be Chloe Sevigny?
No, she
Sevigny?
would.
How do you say that?
Well, there's 4 wives in Cody's family.
Sure, 4.
Christine, I guess, would be Chloe Sevigny, and Mary would be the Barb, and then I guess Janelle wouldn't even really be in Big Love, but Robin is definitely Margene.
Every time you say Janelle, I just hear Amanda Loves to Hate You.
Janelle! Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Too
hard
many
to
Janelle.
differentiate, but
Yeah.
But so Christine, the one with the long blonde hair, she left Cody first, and then pretty much, and like that was like they need to catch up on these seasons, but this is all taking place like 2 years ago at this point. But Christine left him. And now he's going off the fucking deep end because he's losing control, and he wants a patriarchy again, but these women all want to be independent women again. So she leaves him. He fucking flies off the handle. He's so mad. And Janelle, the one at the end that was like, fuck you. Like, don't you dare you point your fucking finger at me. This is going to be her season of leaving him. Meanwhile, Mary, the other one with the one that looks like Bert Lahr, who was like, well, Cody, I mean, if you think I'm going to leave, I mean, I'm not, because I still have hope. Do you remember her?
Yes. Yes.
She's his first wife, and he made her get divorced from him so that he could marry Robin, so that he could adopt Robin's kids, even though they have an active father who lives in Montana.
Got it.
Right. So Mary, he's pretty much broken up with Mary because Mary got catfished. Are you aware of this incident?
No.
Okay, so she got super catfished. She was like going to leave the family for this guy, Sam. And then it turned out it was like this crazy woman who was like catfishing her. And all of these like voicemails got released that Mary left for this woman. But the most famous part of this is that Mary sent this catfish a picture of her with a banana in her mouth. But it is like it's not like a sexy banana pic. It's like, there's like no embouchure to it. It's like she's never actually given head before. So it's just like her with an open mouth and a banana. And this banana picture is haunting her. Like, this will haunt her for the rest of her life. Because whenever anyone thinks Mary, you're thinking of a banana.
Yes. Maggie Balls in the comment says that we need a gay man's perspective on Cody. I don't have one, but as I said at the top of this episode, Amanda gave me 18 episodes as a starter pack.
So what is your plan for this?
I'm going to watch straight down your list.
Okay.
I'm not going to watch 18 seasons of something and then just appear and be like,
yeah, but
I'm
if
back.
you watch those, you're gonna be hooked, and you're gonna go back.
Right. It's a lot like when Scandival happened, and I was like, I stopped watching in season 2. They put out like a starter pack that's how I got hooked into it. Yeah. I'm gonna watch all 18 of these episodes, and I'm gonna come back so that I can give my
we'll do a check-in.
Thrilling perspectives. Yeah.
Maybe we can just do like an episode with me, you, and Jody, and put it on the Patreon, and it can just be, but we'll maybe put it at all tiers. And maybe. And we can just have you talk about, like, we'll go through each fucking episode with you. I don't care if that's a 4-hour episode. People will love that.
You can also cut it in half.
The banana pic. Show the pic. All right, I have to find the pic.
Do you have it?
I think it might actually. Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah, we have it saved. Here we go. Ready? All right, get ready.
Oh. Huh.
It's curvy. It's got a curve to it.
And some like free-form hair.
Yeah. She didn't make the banana like smooth or anything.
Yeah, same. That was a jump scare. Okay. Post the list of episodes. We'll put that up in the group.
Yeah, I'll put it up in the group. I sent it to Robbie, so yeah. It looks like the banana is the aggressor.
It's not wrong. Not wrong. It also looks like the bug that's crawling around in Crappie Lake's light fixture.
Yeah. Okay, well, then that's a good plan, Robbie, because we do not have a man's perspective on this, and I would love to hear. Because in the early episodes, you're gonna find him likable, but don't let it fool you, and you're gonna like Robin too. You're gonna think Robin's so nice. Why does everyone hate her so much? Don't let it fool you.
Don't. Okay, I'm in.
Okay. Oh my God, I can't wait.
That's a promise for you all. On We Love to Hate Everything.
How long do you think that's gonna take you? I want a timeline.
Probably like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. Or what are they? 44-minute episodes.
Some of the early ones are like 21.
Great.
We'll blast right through those.
Yeah. I'll take notes as I'm going too. But it literally starts with the pilot, y'all, and it goes to season 17, episode 7, The Failed Priest.
That's the one where Cody's dancing around at the wedding, guys. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, somebody wants to keep me. That's nice. My Ben? No, I'm kidding.
No, I think you're good, Robbie.
I try.
I'm caught. All right.
Now I'm dying.
But that's it, guys. I think for this week. Thanks, Robbie, for joining me for this long-winded conversation.
You listen, if it goes over 2 hours, it's an audiobook. You know what I mean?
We used to do 4-hour episodes on our old Sister Wives episodes, so.
Wow.
It's dry. It's dry in here.
It's dying.
Talk about your album. I'll put up the picture again.
Oh, yay.
Talk about yourself for a second.
I'm a very famous cabaret star. Thank you. I have an album out called Songs from Inside My Locker that has 1 million streams, and we just put out this way.
Oh, other way.
Yes.
It's always the opposite of what you think. Yeah.
We put this out.
You did, yeah.
And it's a mashup of some Sondheim. It's very good. Amanda's dying.
I got the cough out.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Talk amongst ourselves. And you can find me on social media. I'm at Diva Robbie.
Do you have your own podcast? Or I saw you I
did. Like during the pandemic, I did one called Gay Card Revoked with a friend of mine. And he got busy doing, real things that pay money. So, yeah. It could come back. Who knows? But until then, I just guest on people's pods when they say, hey, come talk about something.
Well, we would all love to have you back. Everyone give Robbie some love. I'm going to post this episode in a little bit. And, everyone tell Robbie how fucking fabulous he is.
Fucking fabulous. Otherwise, I hate you.
Yeah, otherwise, fuck you. Thanks again, guys. And make sure that, fuck you, Alyssa. And the Academy Award goes to. It's a drag race reference, so it's 0 people in the chat got it.
Come on, chat.
Thanks for joining us. Again, smash that like, you guys. Come on. What are we doing here? And
smash it.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Got some great stuff going on over there. And that's it. Thanks, guys. And see you later. Bye. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast, that's patreon.com/trpod, and We Love to Hate TV, patreon.com/love to hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.